What's poppin' with our nation? Let's jump in right where we left off. I love you, and let's go ahead and play some Mortal Kombat. Wow. It's stronger than another move because the L didn't get really on that. Yeah, see?
It's progress. Now
that's usually what happens when you do more than... Alright, Dark Shao is here. He got the hammer. Okay.
Did you see that?
His life force is feeding the portal's energy.
We kill him. We close them permanently.
Come on, man. Ooh.
These meddling minions grow tiresome.
Is that Dark Subzero and Dark Scorpion?
Fight.
Yes, it is. That's awesome. Well, this is the Scorpion you like, right? I actually like that Scorpion too. He's burning a lot of me. Okay. Come here. All right, one down.
Your flame will be snuffed out.
Pretty easy stuff here. Okay, you don't have to ask me twice. What did I just say to you, sir? Oh, we just got a mask for that one? Cool.
So much for fire and ice.
Well, looky there.
Are you hurt?
I've never been better. Fools. Your spell worked before only because you surprised me. It won't happen again. Fight.
We just want to put him down. Take him out back like old Yellow. I just wanted to grab you. Oh, I just wanted to touch you. Okay, it wasn't that serious, bro. I didn't trust that I could win the fight. Good time. Pop. Stop it! Bruh. Got him. Whew.
His soul is ours.
Oh God. Jesus. All right then. All the dates are down. Tony still destroy them there because I don't like them.
You've done it. The army's trapped.
All of the other realms in this timeline are safe.
Never forget, Raiden, that we risked our lives to perform this service.
One that wouldn't have been needed if you hadn't conspired with the other Shang Tsung.
He's not wrong.
They will fight to the last man.
Come, we must help the others.
Okay. Oh, where's the statue? The time of death. Oh shoot.
Are you ready to begin the search?
Ready enough. May there be other timelines and titans to find.
Who dat? Is it Katana?
Garrus? Liu Kang?
Easy, Katana. You are among friends.
What's happened? Where am I?
A long way from home. In a different timeline, to be precise.
What? Are you also
A keeper of time? Yes.
both of us? How is that possible?
The battle for Chronica's Hourglass ripped apart time's fabric. Where there once was one timeline, there are now many. Each new timeline represents a different possible outcome of that battle. In mine, I became Time's Keeper. In yours, it was you. In others, it could be Jade, Sindel, even Kano.
Jeez.
The possibilities are endless.
If many timelines sprung from one, and we were both part of it, then you are my Liu Kang.
The same one who battled you in Shang Tsung's courtyard. Who fought at your side at the Colosseum. Who beamed with pride when you became Outworld's Khan.
I'm gonna take a screenshot, guys. Oh. Nope. Taking that one, jeez.
Why does fate seem always to conspire against us? To deny us life's simple pleasures?
I don't know. Perhaps in one of the many timelines, they are ours.
I would like to think you brought me here for them. But I know you well enough to know better. What duty beckons us?
I will tell you. But first, we must gather more of our old friends.
Okay.
Shang Tsung, Titan, wielding the power of the Hourglass?
Yes, Kung Lao. He is a threat to all timelines.
He is not yet aware of any beyond his and Liu Kang's.
For now, it is only a matter of time.
I had hoped my victory over Kronika would end the endless cycle of combat. Sadly, it begins anew.
We have no choice.
I love old Raiden.
We must stop Shang Tsung.
The millions in my White Lotus Society will aid us, if needed.
Thank you, my friends. He is here.
Here we go. There's a lot of people here to find.
Liu Kang, you have found allies. Titan allies, in fact. How could I have been so blind? Of course our timelines aren't the only two.
Retreat to yours, Shang Tsung. Your attempt to merge timelines has failed.
Yes. Your comrades proved most resourceful. Thus, I have resigned myself to simply destroying your timeline. Knowing that others exist to conquer makes that choice much more palatable. Once I destroy your hourglass, your timeline will cease to exist. I will take great pleasure in finishing you one last time.
All right. I just really like how Bob is first. It's pretty cool.
You fight how I remember. I know what you'll do before you do it.
Likewise. Let's hope our advantage proves decisive.
Alright, I wanted to fight as Liu Kang, so here we go. Let's see if I'm actually good at Liu Kang. I haven't used Liu Kang much. Yeah, Baraka's so good at this game.
Why not slither back to your timeline?
You're talking about Reptile, right? You son of a chameleon. Okay. I said okay. Oh shoot. So cool.
How I've missed fighting by Katana's side.
Oh.
Let's rip the flesh from their bones.
Jeez.
Are Tanya's of all timelines this evil? Mine is no better.
You should meet mine. She's a vast improvement.
I'd like that. Should we survive this battle?
Fight.
Oh, I missed horribly. Oops. How did that miss? It was literally right on her. Okay, whatever. Ooh.
Are you the best Shang Tsung can do?
It has begun.
We must stop them. If the
Let's do this.
hourglass is emptied, this timeline will be destroyed.
Why did you make her stop is what it's thinking. Alright. Lou versus Lou.
Timeline obliterated. Your final moments will be torture and pain. I do not fear your bravado. I have bested twins far more evil than you.
Fight!
Are you kidding me? I believed in myself on that one. Come on. Why? Is it enough?
Go back to your timeline, brothers.
We have little time. The hourglass is failing.
Then let us end this now.
Be good girls and kill them, won't you?
As you command, Shang Tsung.
Katana and I will fight them. You save the hourglass.
Yes, Liu Kang.
You got this.
Fool. You cannot save it.
I don't know which of them is worse. Both are cracked reflections of me.
They are abominations. Neither will survive this fight.
Fight.
I honestly thought the other one was going to be Melina. But this mask looks like it would be a Melina mask. So. Pretty easy. Are you kidding me? What now?
Once Shang Tsung is finished, You will be too.
That's pretty easy. Hey, it's fixed.
This isn't over, Liu Kang.
I mean, it should be.
Thank you, everyone, for your aid. This battle was won together.
Shang Tsung is gone, but he's not defeated. He will be back to renew his campaign.
Not only against this timeline, but against all timelines.
Our choice is clear. We must take the fight to him. Destroy any power he has to make war against us.
Agreed. Shang Tsung is likely already gathering allies as I gathered you. We must best his efforts. Assemble an overwhelming army from across all timelines.
Where we going? This is a lot of people on my side. Select your final warrior. Oh. Hello?
There is nowhere to run, Shang Tsung. Nowhere to hide. We have banded together to rid all timelines of your evil. The threat you pose to them ends today.
Such certainty, Liu Kang, that this battle will end in your favor.
It can end no other way. Because across all timelines, the arc of history bends toward justice.
Does it? In this timeline, it bends toward me.
It summons an enormous interdimensional portal.
Behold, Liu Kang, the hell I unleash upon you.
Oh. I don't know who's good and who's bad, guys. There's so many of the same battle like Jax! But he's on the bad side, I don't like it. This is a lot to take in, man. Smoke was taking out everybody, baby. Hey.
I'll write you out of the narrative.
Who the heck?
Fight.
Scream Demon? Is this a Johnny Cage mixture with Serena, or whatever her name was? Ash. Maybe I shouldn't show smoke. Maybe I'm just not that good at smoke anymore. Oh, you. Thank you. Oh, hello. Oh.
You're out of time.
Fight.
LK72T2. Nice. It just punches him.
I will smoke you out.
Fight.
Ermac. Not to say where there's smoke, there's fire. A Tano Sony Blade.
How quickly will you flame out?
Fight.
Scorpio. Okay, I'm dating this. Reminds me of that Marvel thing where they had the I can't remember the name of it. Where they had like Spider-Man fused with Moon Knight, and it was pretty cool. Oh! The clan of cages! Oh.
Don't be fooled by my pretty face.
Johnny Tons? John Connor. Come on, Spider-Man.
Allow me.
That's Jackie, right? Oh, off with her head.
Thank you, Kitana.
You're welcome. Now hurry. There's no time to waste.
This will be your final
Oh, you
resting place.
Crocodile? What the? I don't even know. I think this is the most fun I've ever had on any game now. This is amazing. Alright, Crocodile, I'll see you in a while. It's rated now. Oh.
I'm taking you down.
Fight. King Quan. Straight up punching him like 4 times in a row. There we go. Sheesh. What hit any of my moves that I wanted to?
Assist me, Quan Chi.
Okay. Fireball 5th level if I've ever seen one. Oh no. I'm so scared.
Test your might.
Oh, why? Oh, didn't get there fast enough. And now I am Smoke Chi.
Test your might.
Oh, you know what happens? What comes around goes around, baby, and they gone now.
Hurry, Smoke. You are almost there.
Lady Subzero?
No way out of this.
Fight.
What now? Lady Raiden.
Fight.
The Guard of Thunder. Ah! Ow. Hoo-yah! Bye-bye.
It's only a little further, Smoke. Follow me.
Yes, sir. I've been up these steps like 10,000 times now. Is this the final battle?
Your defenses have failed, Shang Tsung. This is over.
I do not think so.
Realize, sorcerer, that you've brought this on yourself. Avarice and ego have again proved your undoing. We have no choice but to eradicate you.
It is you who will be eradicated. You and your followers. And once you are dead, all timelines will be mine.
All right. Whoa.
Your position is precarious. To survive, you must submit.
Yes. The question you must ask is, if Liu Kang couldn't finish us, how possibly could you?
Fight.
I'm all alone. Oh, shit. Ow. Well, this sucks. Oh, they broke it. I think they might get me now.
And they called me the Chosen One.
I am honored, Liu Kang. Shall I?
You have done more than enough. Please permit me to end this.
Oh, he just goes straight up and unraveled it from time. It's Shang-Chi though.
May
Could he
that
really,
be the
really,
last we see of you.
could he really be that dumb though?
What's wrong?
Timeline. Without Shang Tsung to hold it together, it's falling apart. You must return to your timeline before this one collapses.
What about you?
Thank you for your aid, Smoke. May we one day meet again.
I'm telling you, the locations we found here are money. I mean, look at this. Don't the rainbow colors on these mountains just scream Outworld?
I cannot believe you'll be telling our story about how we defeated Shang Tsung.
Well, the studio thinks it's fiction, not fact. But I don't care, as long as it's covering the budget.
I assume you'll be the star.
Nope, I'm behind the camera, writing and directing.
Oh.
Time to let someone younger and prettier take the lead. You know, I've written in parts for all of you, if you want them.
Us? On screen?
I mean, they're cameos. But like they say, there are no small parts.
Thank you, Johnny. But we must decline.
But Raiden?
The new initiates arrive tomorrow. We must return to the Wuxi to begin their instruction.
Of course. You are right.
What about you, Takahashi? I need a blind swordsman. And no actor can do what you do.
That's true.
I would love to. But my work to revive the Tyra is starting to pay off. I can't let up now.
Well, I know better than to ask you. Your plate is always full.
Indeed, Johnny Cage. Which is why I must now depart.
Off to Outworld? To advise the Empress?
Between her father and her sister, Melina is receiving plenty of good advice. And with the sorcerers and the general imprisoned, there are few threats to her rule.
Is something wrong, then?
I am simply shoring up our defenses. As you know, Bihan and his Lin Kuei have abandoned their roles as Earthrealm's guardians. His brother, Kuai Liang, has agreed to build a new clan, the Shirai Ryu, to take its place. I must go aid his efforts.
Is there anything we can do?
Not yet, but I will call upon all of you when the time comes. Madame Bo, once again you have served an excellent meal.
That's kind of you to say.
Enjoy the rest of your evening. And thank you, all of you. You have served well as Earthrealm's champions.
No, Liu Kang. Thank you. Joining up with you really has changed the arcs of our lives.
I am glad.
All right, gentlemen. If you're finished, there's only one thing left to do. Which one of you gets the bad news?
Not me. I'm still 3 mil in the hole on Sento. How, thick's your wallet, Takahashi?
Thick enough. But seems to me our hosts are on the hook. They did invite us.
You think we have money? The Shaolin live modestly.
Don't worry, farm boy. I've got this covered. Besides, my business manager tells me I can write this whole thing off.
The realms are in safe hands.
That's pretty cool. Alright guys, we're going to end off the episode here. If there's anything that happens after this, I will show you guys. But until then, I love you. Goodbye. Mwah.
Look at him, clinging to life. Even now he struggles.
Everyone who fought today did so fiercely.
Had I not been here for it, I would have thought it impossible. Warriors from across timelines, clashing in combat. The blood, the death, the chaos.
Yes, Lord Havoc. It's unfortunate it all ended so fast.
The next time, it won't.
Hey you. Yeah, you. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. Also, subscribe. Please, for the love of everything, ring that dang bell. Let's go.